The raise you guys all got.
We didn't get it. No. So we did not get a raise.
You didn't get a raise? Because my understanding it got bumped up to the traditional. It's 4 people now, right?
Correct.
So there's 4 people doing the job of 1, but you guys are all getting the same salary as the original.
So we've all been getting paid on that amount the whole time. We didn't get a raise.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if my workflow goes down 75%, and I'm still getting paid the original, I mean, that's like a raise. I mean, it's divided by 4 ways, right?
Sure.
It's the responsibilities. So, and he created these new positions where only 1 person was getting paid that salary. Now 4 people are getting paid that salary. We can split hairs on it. That's a raise. That'd be a raise to most people. I'm coming from. Do you agree with how it was done?
What was done?
Going through the transportation budget like that.
Oh, so the only.
And you guys have been collecting on this all year, right?
So the only change was made through to the assistant pro tem position. So
that was only plumber, but isn't it? But you still had to get because the other positions had to be paid, right? Like the rest of you guys, it had to be clarified that you guys were also getting paid for that.
No, I mean they were just clarifying the positions that are now in existence. So
yeah. They did it through the transportation budget, right?
Correct.
So do you agree with that? I mean, that's not an up and down kind of thing.
Well, you got to do it somewhere. And you're talking about a standalone for that?
Yeah. Technically, plumber, technically you're not allowed to give raises till during the term. And plumber was collecting this inflated paycheck
it wasn't
the whole year before it was even snuck through in the transportation budget. I mean, is that how Matt?
We had talked about it.
I heard it wasn't talked about. I heard it wasn't talked in the caucus.
We had talked about it.
In caucus.
In caucus, the day before, we didn't talk about it. We had talked about it collectively before.
In the leadership team?
No, as a body.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you think? Is that how things should be done? I mean, is that an honorable position for Matt Huffman's team?
Transparency is always important. We need to make sure our members are informed of what's going on, but I don't have an issue with.
What about the public? It's a big pay raise, and I don't think if it went to an up and down vote, I don't think it would have passed. Which is why you guys went.
It wouldn't.
Then why didn't you go that route?
We've got 65 for the majority whip position. We've got 60 plus members. To have effective to actually do the job and to talk to members and understand two is not.
Now it's 4 people. This text group. It's easier to communicate with people now than it had ever been before. They did it last time.
Actually have meaningful conversations on what are the issues with bills? How can we make them better to provide a better product?
They did it before. They've been doing it. It's been the same a long time.
I can appreciate what you're saying.
All right. I got last question. $600 million to the Browns.
Oh, the Browns. I'm a Bengals fan. So
are you a fan of this handout?
Well, so we got to look at it through what it brings to the state and what the state is going to be on the hook for. So $1
billion over 30 years. You and I might be dead.
If the state is so you got to look at it's just like any other economic development project, whether that be Intel, whether that be Andrew, whether that be Honda, whether that be the Browns, the Bengals. Are you going to be our?
I'm going to try. He was trying to butter me up, say I got a job. I said until I get paid, I ain't got a job. Browns handout.
I objected for it.
But okay, so if it's such a good deal, right? If it's such a economic boom, why can't this billionaire go to his billionaire friends? Why has he got to extort the taxpayers? We're fiscal conservatives up here.
Well, he's putting a ton of money in himself, right? There's a ton of.
But he could pay for it out of his own pocket right now.
So do we want this to happen? I think there's a debate, not specific to this Brown stadium, but there's a debate on what should state involvement be on.
The Bengals are going to come knocking. Are we going to have to hand out to the Bengals and then the Reds and then down the line?
Well, not just sports teams. We're talking about any sort of cultural institution. We should have a set of parameters that are in place to say, hey, if you meet this criteria, we have other programs.
You got to win 3 football games. You know these guys are criminals. They're incompetent, and we're getting
minimum wins or Super Bowl.
Yeah. Do you think that would pass in an up? That's kind of sneaky behavior too from Huffman.
I don't know. We're talking through the caucus on what that support is. There is quite a bit.
I expected you to be a hardcore fiscal conservative. This is taxpayer handout.
So
$1 billion over 30 years. Over 30 years, we're on the hook, and we're on the hook for interest.
And there's guarantees in there there's a lot of money up front. Guarantees. like I'm saying, like we have to have, if we're gonna, either we provide nothing to anybody, or we have a standard set of rules that we're going to give to any developer who's coming in and wanting to put a lot of money in the state of Ohio.
We
have to have a standard set of rules to say, hey,
talk,
meet this
Matt
criteria.
Huffin won't talk to me. Talk to the leadership team. Let's do it through the legislative process, up or down vote. Let's have an honest debate. None of this hoodwinking through the budget, bro. All right, brother. Take it easy.
Have a good day.